honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Brain Millstone. Slack it. To all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, and to the Bash, the house of David. This is Men of Valor Las Vegas Camp, coming to you through the will and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, you're the true children of the Bible. Slocky, you're the true children of the Bible that the Bible speaks of. All right? Hey, the promises, the laws, statutes, and commandments belong unto you. All right? This is your heritage book. Salvation is only for the nation of Israel, and more specifically, the elect of the nation of Israel. 2/3 will perish, will be deleted, will be canceled, will learn death by pain. All right? Hey, for not believing upon the testimony, clinging unto the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, changing from the degenerate and defiled ways. All right? Ultimately, it is predestination by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that he chose you to be of his elect. All right, so Lord willing, hey, we be those men, and Lord willing, this be an edifying, uplifting camp. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into these scriptures.
This is Hosea 1, verse 2. It says, the beginning of the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai by Hosea. It took you, so like,
It was 1 and 1.
Oh, 1 and 1?
You started at 1 and 1?
Yeah, oh, I started at 2. Hosea 1 and 1. The word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that came to Hosea, the son of, what's that, bro? Beri, in the days of, what's that, Zu, Jaham, Zog, and Hezekiah, kings of Judea, and in the days of
Judah,
Judah. It's like kings of Judah in the days of I got this one. Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Israel. The beginning of the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai by Hosea, and then Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said to Hosea, go, take unto thee a wife of whoredoms and children of whoredoms, for the land hath committed great whoredom, departing from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Right, so Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said, this is not only a literal story, all right, but it is a parable as well, all right, because the nation of Israel, is that nation, is that woman who is wretched right now, okay? We have followed after heathenistic customs. We have continued to cling unto the way of the world instead of the way of the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, defiling ourselves, trying to be at peace with the world and being on one accord with the world instead of being on one accord with the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right? It has ultimately led us here to this point, to our demise, to the biting, the backsliding, praying to false gods. Okay, when it's these other nations are adverse to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. There's no truth in any of the land. Okay. Yeah, you got it.
In Hosea 3:1 it says, It says, then said Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai unto me, go yet, love a woman beloved of her friend, yet an adulteress, according to the love of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai towards the children of Israel, who look to other gods and love fake flagons of wine. Flagons of wine.
Right.
Flagons.
Hey, so this, or loving the way of the world, all right? Not loving the way after Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, but continuing to cling unto this world. Read that again.
Hosea 3:1 again. Yeah. Then said Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai unto me, go yet, love a woman beloved of her friend, yet an adulteress, according to the love of Yahweh Shimon Shai towards the children of Israel, who look to other gods and love flagons of wine.
Right. So you love the wickedness of this place. You're on one accord with Esau, Edom.
You love the philosophies.
All right. You love the philosophy. You love the way. You love that. Hey, they give you a license to sin, Israel, as if it is really permitted for them to give you any license, especially for sin. All right. You are a sovereign under Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right. There is nobody who can do anything, speak against the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai against you. It is you who is turning Yahweh Bashem Yahushai against you. He said, you have withheld good things from you. All right. From our disobedience, from our lack of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because we wanted to continue to go after the way of the world. Now, in this day and this time, how much more is it going to be detrimental to you? Judgment is starting to be pushed out even faster, day in and day out. All right? And hey, the judgment will not slack. It will only intensify. You think a little car accident, that's just a car accident. All right? What about a 70-car pileup with mass casualties? What about walking in the street in some Final Destination power line shit? Whatever.
Yes.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen even faster, even more. All right? For the atrocities that you commit and for the way of life that you live. Got to pray, and then it's Isaiah 26 and 10.
It's Jeremiah 3:20.
Slide.
It says, surely as a wife treacherously departed from her husband, so have you dwelt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Right, and we dwelled treacherously with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We said, no, we got it. No, we want the appointed king. We want to call for the appointed king. That's no different than what you did with DJ Trump. You did with all the elections past Barack. All right? No different from Bush 1, 2, or 3. Clinton, doesn't matter. You choose for these people to be over you. You choose to understand that, oh, this country is for me.
Being in the house is better for us, man.
Right. You choose to understand that this is for our benefit. All right, you're choosing that these people are for your benefit, even though they have shown you they are not for your benefit. They have given you time after time more indications that they can't stand you. But yet you're saying, no, they'll get it right soon. Oh, they'll treat us right this time. It'll be better this election. All right. It's not gonna get better.
Yeah, y'all thought Trump was gonna, help you out this time, this go around.
Right.
You know, y'all was all in the spirit for Trump. Hey, we not even, 6 months later, it only took 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
For the devil to show what he was really about, and for y'all to start crying again. Now y'all back in that first time he was in presidency when you had YG talking about that FDT. Everybody was playing that song when he got elected the first time. Then when Joe Biden was in presidency, y'all was talking about we need Trump back.
Right.
All right, Trump is king.
Hey,
y'all confused.
Right. You didn't want Sleepy Creepy, right? You didn't want him anymore. You wanted him for a time period. It was like, oh, he's good for us. Oh, wait a minute, he's causing more problems. We don't have any. We have too many handouts, and too many handouts going abroad. I don't get what I used to get.
But now it's the system,
right?
Yeah, y'all don't understand. It's the whole system that's over you that's causing, your adversity. It's causing all this distress upon the earth. It's the rulership of Esau, Edom. Yep. That's where it's coming. When the wicked rule, the people mourn.
Hey, that's another indication how you understand that we're in the last days, and that Esau, Edom is the devil that the Bible speaks of. all right, the people are mourning. Nobody's rejoicing. Everybody is in some state of mourning, looking at the situation like, shit, I don't know what's up with rent. I don't know what's up with this car payment, this insurance, these lights. Everything just keeps on getting more expensive. Groceries just cost me $300, what used to cost $120. All right? It's starting to double and triple the cost.
Yeah, steaks. You can't really afford a steak no more.
Right.
With the price they used to be in, these restaurants, now they in the package.
Right. Hey, right there in front of you.
Uncooked, unseasoned. Raw.
All right.
Oh. You had more on that, right? Can you go jump up to Jeremiah 3:1?
Yeah.
And actually, and then go back to what you just read.
You said Jeremiah 3:1?
Yeah.
Okay. It's Jeremiah 3:1. It says, they say, if a man put away his wife, and she go from him, and become another man's, he return unto her again.
Should he return unto her again? All right. But here it is, Yahweh Shemi Shai ain't giving us mercy and grace that he will return unto us. But should we not be that much more humble?
Mm-hmm.
Should we not be that much more come back lowly, distraught, and destroyed and say, I don't have anything without you?
Right. Just
crying and weeping.
Yeah, this verse shows, the Lord's mercy. Continue on that.
Shall not that land be greatly polluted? But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers.
And that land, that shows, coincides with the whole nation of Israel. Thou hast played the harlot. We have been, this idolatrous people unto our power. All right, going to worship every false idol, every false image, in replace of Yahweh Shemi Shai.
Mm-hmm.
Because we knew how to do it better. We had that wantonness, as a nation, and bad leadership. All right, because we got curious in what these other nations were doing. Hey, it goes back to the serpent. All right, deceiving Eve, saying that, hey, it ain't bad to eat from this fruit, from this tree, which, we know what that really means, that philosophy of these other nations.
Right.
It's not bad to eat. You could go ahead and be like them. Well, you'll be a god, all right? Because what these other nations, hey, were heavy in that woman worship.
Right.
Just like Egypt, Robin.
The sun's on that side. You put the
Yeah.
umbrella on this side.
You know what that
Yeah. Hey, that's the spirit.
You got the veil up, blocking the sun, which he got the whole purpose that he got the fucking umbrella out is to block the sun from him.
Hey, in
Right.
essence, he was blocking the sun. All right, he's
Blocking
blocking
the
the
light.
word of Yahweh Shemi Shai.
Shows that this light brighter than the sun. They say that in Isaiah, or not Isaiah, Psalms, the 19th chapter. He made a tabernacle for the sun.
Yep.
But he was in essence trying to block out the truth.
Right, and just like in Ecclesiastes, hey, Yahweh Shemi Shai's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Right? Hey, the word of Yahweh Shemi Shai made him put up his veil. He started in the physical sun down there, and then walked through the shade, and put on the umbrella, put on the veil. All right.
You read that whole script?
No, I got a little bit.
Yeah. Finish and then go back down to 20 and read through like 22.
Okay. At the break, Jeremiah 3:1, it says, yet return again unto me, said Yahweh Shemi Shai.
Yeah.
All right, jumping to Jeremiah 3.
Yeah, he said return, so he left that place open for repentance, open for the children of Israel to come back to him. Just keep an eye out. You're good. continue.
This is Jeremiah 30,
3 and 20.
3 and 20. It says, surely as a wife treacherously departed from her husband, so have ye dealt treacherously with me, O house of Israel, said Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yeah, ultimately the nation of Israel chose to leave from the ordinances and the ways that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has set up. Deal treacherously, you know.
Verse 21, it says, a voice was heard unto the high places, weeping and supplications of the children of Israel, for they have prevented their way, and they have forgotten Yahweh Shem Yahushai, their power.
Right, we forgot Yahweh Shem Yahushai, our power. Right, because we cling after the way of the world, and we said, no, this is the way, this is better. We'll have freedoms to do as we want, to be like these heathen nations. You see, we can still be a part of the world and receive the gifts of the world with being the Most High's people. This is what we thought at one point in time. All right? But Yahweh Shem Yahushai corrected us and showed us otherwise. All right? We are not to be on one accord with the world. All right? That we were set to be separate always. All right? As a matter of fact, can you pull up the comment board right quick?
You said 22, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jeremiah 2 and 7.
2 and 7? I'm right there.
I could read it off here, but it's what you want me to grab. And then Isaiah 48 and 8. You want me to grab them both?
Yeah, grab them both.
All right. This is Yasharala 144. Jeremiah 2 and 7. I brought you into a plentiful country to eat the fruit thereof and the goodness thereof. But when ye entered, ye defiled my land and made mine heritage an abomination.
Right, and that's what we did. We made Yahweh Shem Yahushua's heritage an abomination because we wanted to cling and hold on to the customs of this world, as you see these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians doing today.
Yeah, you went after, your own ways and not the ways that, going back to defying that order, man.
Right, you want the gifts of the world. You want what the world has to offer, and not Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
This is Isaiah 48 and 8. It says, yea, thou heardest not, yea, thou knewest not, yea, from that time that thine ear was not open, for I knew that thou wouldest deal, that thine ear was not open, for I knew that thou wouldest deal very treacherously, and was called a transgressor from the womb.
Right. So, transgressing the law of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, what we already have done. Continuing in the transgression, saying that we got it. Now we have to answer for it. All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai does not take his nation disrespecting him lightly. We're the receiver of all things. His mercy, his grace, his love, his kindness, his wrath, his fear. And if you don't fear me, as Yahweh Shem Yahushai said, fear ye not me. You don't fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I'm going to give you something to fear. I'm going to show you why I'm Allah shot you. A demon-like power to these other nations, but I'm your power.
Yeah, can I continue on that?
Yeah.
You right there. What?
Just the backfire in it.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 48 and 9. It says, for my name's sake will I defer mine anger. It says, for my name's sake will I defer mine anger, and for my praise will I refrain for thee, that I cut thee not off. Behold, I will refine thee, but not with silver. I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. This is the point I wanted to get to. For my own name's sake, or for my own sake, even for my own sake, will I do it. For how should my name be polluted and I will not give my glory unto another. And, you know, so Yahweh Shem Yahshai, you know, stayed with, you know, his promise. You know, he said he gonna defer his anger. You know, yeah, chasten us, but when he say defer his anger, he mean completely do away. You know, wipe out, euthanize. You know, so hey, he's this is him being gracious.
Right.
All right, this is what he's doing to the children, you know, that he loves.
Right.
So just imagine what he do to those of the curse. You know,
Yep.
you get that depiction in Isaiah 34th chapter. You know, those that the sons of perdition. You know, the wicked being created for the day of evil.
Right.
You know, what he got coming to Esau, Edom, you know, that's, you know, complete, it ends with extermination.
Yep.
You know, but they gonna catch, you know, absurd amounts of hell, all right, soon. And their destruction is gonna be, you know, beyond belief.
Right.
You know, a memorial, as the scriptures say. You know, this land here, Babylon the Great, will be a place, you know, as a memorial. But the sacrifice in Basra is going to be crazy. It says in Revelation that the blood, you know, that the bloodshed is going to be up to the horse's bridle. You know, that's a lot of blood. Like, even though it's parabolic, you know, a horse, you know, can stand this tall.
A horse at least clears 37 inches off of the ground.
You know, it might be right over my head, like but they got giant horses. You don't know what kind of horse,
Right.
or what, you know, time period. How about Shimei Al-Shai was given this, you know, even though we knew it came out, you know, by John the Revelator, but what kind of horse was he referring to?
Right.
Because they got some big ass horses now. You ever seen those giant ass horses?
The steed, Budweiser horses.
Yeah, but those are small. They have like
Bigger horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm just thinking all different types of horses.
Clydesdale.
Clydesdale.
Clydesdale's a big ass horse. They got like bigger horses than that though.
Yeah.
Big motherfucker.
They're like right up here. The bottom of the horse comes like right up here from the legs,
They
where
like,
the body is.
Let me see if I can find it. But yeah, that was, did you read down the 22?
No, I got 22.
Or you have more?
No, I got one more on 22.
Come.
Back on Jeremiah 3:22, it says, "Return ye backslider children, and I will heal you, and I will heal your backslidings. Behold, we come unto thee, for thou art Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai, our power."
Right. So Yahweh Shimei Al-Shai said he'll heal you. But as the brother read earlier, how is he going to hear us? Through this furnace of adversity, through this furnace of affliction. This is the only way that the elect can be healed. Hey, you got to go through it to get through it.
Yeah, that purging out of, you know, all those unrefined, you know, worthless scrap metals.
Right.
All right, and that, you know, symbolize all the shit that we, you know, inherited and took on, you know, from this Western philosophy.
Right. And made them your BS customs. All right. Here it is. So-called black culture is your custom. All right. Following after the way of the world in different holidays. A lot of you gearing up for this wicked ass holiday next week.
Halloween.
All right. More sorceries, more enchantment.
Yeah. I mean, it's their favorite.
Idols.
Yeah, it's their favorite time of the year anyway.
All right.
Which goes back to the old Irish holiday known as Samhain, which goes back into invoking those spirits.
Right. Hey, as I just learned, you know, about the what do they call it, jack-o'-lantern?
Yeah, the jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah,
Sorry, Jeepers
Yeah.
Creepers.
The where's it was the slave's skull,
Yeah. The scarecrow.
That's what I
right?
You talking about scarecrow?
No, the actual jack-o'-lantern,
jack-o'-lantern.
the pumpkin
Oh, yeah,
symbolizes
okay.
was a Jake's skull
Yeah, Silent Hill.
With the candle inside.
and with the candle inside it to scare away and to let other slaves know, hey, this will be done to you. All right, if you try to escape or whatnot. All right, hey, this man is being revealed in all his past holidays and everything that he does with it and all the atrocities that he's committed unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua and his people.
You know, all it does is really just do a little bit of research on these pagan holidays, and you see where they come from.
Right. Hey, they'll tell you it is the church. All right. You go to that one state church, and I'm gonna say it like that because you can't speak against these certain people. All right. But hey, it might have a city, and it might, you know, be somewhere, and it might have a Vatican in it. But nevertheless, all right.
It's great.
Hey, it is a great movie. All right. They hold all the information. All right. They bind together all these paganistic customs to make to be on one accord. All right. Essentially to indoctrinate you. All right. You've been indoctrinated throughout the ages, but how much more when the sins and the defilement and the degeneracy has reached up unto the heavens? It has reached there now. So how much more wicked is this place? I was at work yesterday. I seen a female darting my job and took a shite in the parking lot. In the parking lot. In a brand new car. She got out and just popped a squat. This place is filthy. Absolutely disgusting. And the mentality of these people. Of course she was a Jake. All right? She was probably of Issachar. But nevertheless, she's of the nation.
We're not claiming her.
All right? He said we not claiming Dave Chappelle.
But still, that
All right.
just goes to show you
It goes to show you the degeneracy of this place.
Yeah, that's how far.
How defiled and how far gone this place is.
That's how far, you know, Israel has, you know, turned from righteousness. They say, you know, cleanliness is next to godliness, you know. And this is an ungodly people, all right, because of their actions.
Right. Showing herself to be defiled and careless and lawless. All right. It was one thing. Hey, if it was a Jake man, that was already bad enough. But how much more when our daughters and our mothers and our sisters are that destroyed?
Princesses.
All right.
Yeah, you ain't even, you know, find a secluded spot like Smokey.
Right.
You know.
You had a bush right there, but you just
Like
you didn't pass several gas stations, casinos. You ain't got to buy nothing here in Vegas. You could just go into casino and use the restroom. There's
Yeah.
one on damn near every other fucking block.
Right. Especially by where you was at.
Right.
She was probably like 2 minutes away from the casino.
Exactly.
the
But
nuggets.
she did that. She got in and
The
out.
nuggets right
She
there.
was she's a habitual lot shitter, you know.
Right.
Just a nasty hoe.
Right. Fucking disgusting. All right. So like that was it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pick it up.
Isaiah 28.
Yeah,
Hey, and
28.
that resembles, you know, how the Lord perceives, you know, the unrighteous of our people. 2/3 of our people, they to him, they're a nasty hoe.
Right.
You know, he played the harlot.
Defiled and disgusted.
You just nasty. Nobody want that back.
Right.
But yet, hey, he giving you a chance to come back. You know, through the blood of Yahweh, the sacrifice of his son.
You said Isaiah 22.
28 and 10.
This is Isaiah 28:10, and it says, "For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little."
Right. And this is the way that you receive, the doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right? You have to go precept upon precept. This is what paints the picture. This is what helps bring the true understanding, the doctrine out of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. This is not a normal book that you read from front to back. All right? It said here a little, and there a little. All right? To paint the picture and to provide the full understanding. The so-called crossword puzzle. All right? In a crossword puzzle, not a word search, right? That's the difference. Crossword puzzle is the one you go down and another word in a word. All right? Word searches, you just search for one word.
Yeah, they link together.
All right? So that's exactly what you have. Already knew it was going to wait for it.
Mustang versus Challenger.
Yeah. Craving up and
It's the same car.
yeah, you're going to blow his engine and keep on.
And motherfuckers don't even know how to, really drive and warm up their cars. They be tearing through them engines.
All right, you can read that again. Slock.
Oh, it's loud.
Read that again, Darash. Slock.
Start it up and just rev it.
Isaiah 20,
Yeah, start it up.
Isaiah 20:10. Precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
Right. So this is the way that you'll get the understanding out of the scriptures. All right? It's not going to read front to back like a normal book. You're not going to be able to read the header of the book and say, oh, yeah, I know what the story is about, and write your report on it. Yahweh Shem Yahushua says, study to show thyself approved, rightly dividing the word of truth. All right? When you're dividing the word of truth, it's that precept upon precept, line upon line. You're studying to show yourself approved. You're getting the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to walk in the way of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're not trying to take any shortcuts because you can't. All right? You got a free? Garage?
This is the book of Joel, chapter 4, and it's going to be verse 8, verse 7. It says, and I will make her that halted a remnant, her that was cast far off, a strong nation, and the Lord shall reign over them in Mount Zion from henceforth even forever.
Right. Go ahead, you
And
can break
and
that.
that remnant is talking about the elect of the favored nation. Okay, we're going to be the ones soon to be in rulership, Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that we are of that number. Okay, as it says here, let me start at verse 1. Joel 4:1, it says, but in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Most High shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow in unto it.
Right, so now Yahweh Shem Yahushua is establishing his nation in the eyes of these other nations. Bringing us into remembrance what it is to be of the nation of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, what it is to be an Israelite. All right, that you have a standard. You are a standard. Not just a standard, you are the standard of what a man or woman is supposed to be. How they are to conduct themselves, how their children are to conduct themselves. All right? And we only can do it to the best of our ability right now. But it's finding the fear in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, clinging onto his word. There is nothing else that you need. Everything else is secondary and monetarily. All right? It has no play in the bigger picture. Only thing you need to cling unto is this word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It will protect you, it will feed you, it will clothe you, it will make you whole. All right? You might not physically see yourself having the physical substance of the world, but if you have that substance of the word, all the things in the world will be provided unto you in due time.
You're building up your spiritual account.
Right, you're building up your spiritual account, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua said, hey, you will get what's sufficient for you for your daily bread, as the Lord's Prayer says. So that means if that's what you get that day, that was enough for that day. That was enough for you to be sustained that day. Don't worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow has enough problems of its own. Roughly paraphrasing scripture. All right, he is going to give you what's needed today so you can survive today, because I didn't promise you tomorrow. I promised you an eternity after everything's right. That's when your tomorrow truly comes. Everything else is grace and mercy that you're here waiting for judgment. Because all will appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The difference with the elect is that we, Lord willing, being of that number, we are hoping and praying, all right, and doing and giving our due diligence through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that we may be found exempt, our sins be wiped clean, that we are found blameless in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that the refining process is therefore complete upon Yahushai's arrival.
Yep.
All right? That final notion is us getting beamed up into those chariots, what the world calls UFOs or UAPs. Changing our foul bodies, all right, into a glorious body like unto his own. That's the final process. But if we don't go and suffer through it right now, we don't even have an inkling of a chance to receive that. Because we're turning away from the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
I know you got more. I had a quick one.
Yep.
This is Matthew 6:33. But seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. You know.
All these things. So your substance, which you need, hey, that's just nothing but a moment in time of need.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you got it.
No, I was gonna say, and when we really need it, you know, the elect, you know, is gonna be provided for.
Mhm.
You know, especially in these times coming up. You know, when snap done away with. And you can't lean on the staff of Pharaoh. Everybody leaning on that staff of Pharaoh, or you know, that broken reed. Okay, as the scriptures call it, they're gonna be, you know, in a worse case. All right, you already seeing the mind state of these women, you know, changing as they gear up to get all they teats taken away.
Right.
All these gifts that they have been receiving and support. Their backbone is on Esau.
Right.
You know, is on you know, that pact they made with the serpent. And they holding on to that broken reed, you know, and they about to get stabbed in the hand.
Right. Is she trying to get some super glue and shit, some duct tape, trying to put that shit together.
Yeah, but you can't stop. You know, when you leaning on a broken branch, you know, on a broken stick. If you leaning specifically on the place where it's broken at,
It's
you
gonna
know,
pierce you.
you gonna get pierced, and that's why these women gonna be, you know, running to get that sea hit. You know, they're gonna be running to find the next way where they could provide, you know, for themselves without doing shit.
Right. Hey, because that's the life of pleasure that you're so accustomed to. You're accustomed to being able to lie on your back and have babies and get paid for it. Not having to take heed to having a husband have somebody over you. Just saying, oh, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you helping me with my next check.
3049.
Right. I got another $2,700 coming into my house. All right. This is exactly what the setup was. You see, the devil knew how to get you, Eve. All right. He knew that you wanted comfort. He knew that's the only thing that you like to dwell in is comfort, especially you Israelite women. Because what does the scripture says? She shall be so delicate that she wouldn't, her feet wouldn't touch the ground. Roughly paraphrasing, the ankle bracelet.
Oh, you're talking about it in Isaiah.
Yeah.
I believe that's the third.
Isaiah 32.
I think it's Isaiah 3.
It's like
The tinkling and the round. No, yeah.
Oh,
Is it 32?
no, it's Isaiah chapter 3, verse 18.
Okay, there you go.
It says, in that day,
Start at
16.
16.
Yeah, 16.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16, and it says, moreover, the Most High saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks, and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet.
Right. Hey, haughty. Hey, being high-minded. Stretched forth necks, nose up in the air, conceited.
Proud. Hey,
Proud.
You one of them proud little baddies on a e-scooter. You know, they be everywhere.
Right.
Ain't got no car, but you can't talk to them without a car.
Right.
You know, they be everywhere. Little red, you know, red flag on their head, riding to work, or you know,
Right.
to the John's house. You know,
Hey, straight with a straight attitude.
going to get a bag.
Right. Straight attitude for no reason. Because of the pride that is in her.
She don't even got a good one. She got the one that can go less than 20 miles per hour.
Right.
So with the little tires on it. You know, the ones that have the big tires, hey, them is damn near like motorcycles. I don't.
Yeah. Hey, she don't have. She's
ain't even
renting.
got a helmet.
She's she's renting them, right?
She's got the thick ass skull.
Well, she got all that, weave up top that acts as a helmet.
Yeah, and her thick ass head.
Going down to verse 17. Isaiah 3:17 says, "Therefore the Lord will smite thee with the scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Most High will discover their secret parts."
Right. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai is revealing. He's uncovering your secret parts, uncovering all the trash and the debauchery that you have done. This is not only for the women of Israel, but hey, Israel is likened unto a woman parabolically as well. Right? But you doing the things it is that you do consistently to defile yourself is defiling the ministry of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Yeah, and this curse, ties and latches specifically on the so-called black woman, the Southern Kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, so because during this time period, they were, hey, nothing new under the sun, but they were in that proud spirit. And they cared about all the looking good and into that type of shit.
Yep.
They had that proud spirit on them. So this is what the Lord did to them
Yeah, because the glory of a woman is her hair. That's why most of you chicken heads are bald. All right, but Issachar got her hair and everything. We know through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Hey, the curses start with Judah.
Yeah.
All right, and then it goes all the way down to Issachar. All 12 tribes receive of the curses. All right, doesn't make you exempt. All right, you're still a part of those curses.
Yep.
You still suffer with those same elements. Okay? But for your pride, hey, like it said, you were so delicate. All right? But now Yahweh Shem Yahushai is about to show you exactly how delicate you think you are. He's about to put it in perspective. Yeah, you are that delicate.
Yeah, and I believe at this time, the Northern Kingdom was already under the Syrian captivity, or already fled to the Americans.
Hey, because
They escaped this chastisement,
But what does that delicacy do? Right? When you're delicate and you get found out and it's a hard time, there's no more time to be delicate.
Taken back.
It's taken back. It's either destroyed or it's hardened. All right? And it's hardened for a survival, which in return, coming back to being a particular type of delicate. Because what is a woman going to do? Hey, cling unto a man for protection. All this is going to go back and set in the way that it originally was supposed to be. Everything will turn back to its right estate.
If you want, you have the brother read all the way down to 24.
Yep.
If you want to stay on this.
Yeah, we may as well.
Yeah.
Because there's something else. Go ahead, Darash.
Because the Lord, this is what the Lord has to do to make not only the woman back in order, but the whole nation.
Yeah.
He has to break us down and then bring it back up. You got it. Sorry.
This is Isaiah 3:18. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls and their round tires like the moon.
Right. So Yahweh Shem Shai gave especially you so-called black, Negro, Latino, and Native American women, you got pancake asses. All right? Don't get me wrong. There's some women out there with they got a great moon backside, all right, without having implants. All right? But a lot of you are going to do these BBLs and shit.
I seen a video the other day. It said it was a room where they waiting for BBLs and everything, or just got done, but they got to go through another, checkout line or something, and all it is just, it's all, the Southern Kingdom woman, hunched over, walking like this.
Right.
But you ain't see any, so-called white women in there. You ain't see, these other nations in there, but it was just you.
Yeah, it's been said that these BBLs, they're detrimental to your health. In fact, there's been a few Jake women that have actually passed on.
Hey, we already know. It's all a falsehood. It's plastic. It's fake. It's false. All right? Hey, a dog plays with its toy and then he throws it away. He disregards it. All right? If you look at most of these dog toys, they're nothing but plastic water bottles and shit. All right? It gets disregarded. Go ahead and read that from the top again.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 18. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments.
The bravery of the tinkling ornaments, the jewelry, the drip,
Yeah, the flashiness.
the flashiness, the hair, the great garments,
The
perfume. Oh, you just so, girl, I got this, I got that. He paid for me to do this and do that. I got a bag out of him. I went over to Dubai.
Yeah, the Lord said, "Oh, you fancy, huh?" And took all that shit away. And, just like in these days, he's gonna make you bare again.
God.
You had your time to, a woman shall compass a man, but it's gonna be so bad, and you ain't gonna be able to be in that spirit.
Yep.
He's taking everything that you had. Once it's removed, all right, now you got to deal with the basic necessity is that you need, that you can't provide for yourself, is protection. Just like the woman that had her house broken into, and she thought she was dreaming, woke up and seen the man standing in her living room, and she just screamed in fear. Son in the other room, But that's one thing you can't have is protection. You might know how to fight, you might know how to handle a few weapons, but that ain't gonna matter.
Right. Because as Yahweh Shem Shai lifts up this standard on men, all right, on his nation, hey, there's other standards being lifted as well. All right? You being on high and being brought low. So if you're mighty now and you can knock a man out, like Clarissa Shields says, all right, if you can beat Keith Thurman right now, you're not going to be able to beat him in that day. And we don't think you can beat him today. Let me clarify that. All right?
Yeah, because, you get a free shot, you might be able to take a regular average Joe, you might knock the wind out of him or something, a man out of shape, whatnot. But one-on-one, life or death situation, you're not winning. Very few.
Yeah. No matter your training.
You ain't gonna be, Laura Croft. You ain't gonna be Columbiana.
You ain't gonna be Ronda Rousey.
You ain't gonna be Xena Warrior Princess.
Right.
You can have all that shit and it not matter.
A few women can get down. They know how to defend themselves, and hey. If you know, judo and shit like that, you could defend yourself.
enough to get away. You don't stay in the fight.
But if you get, you might have somebody in a triangle and they just, smash your ass. I don't think you're gonna come back from that.
Right.
You get thrown through a wall, I don't,
You got it.
Isaiah 3:18. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their calls and their round tires like the moon. 19. The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers. 20. The bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and nose jewels, the changeable suits and of apparel, and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. In 24 it says, and it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be a stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well-set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. So, again, you women that are high-minded, thinking that you're all that, think your shit don't stink, well, you're about to stink real soon. You're about to smell like shit, look like shit real soon.
Hey, what water get cut off? You ain't been preparing, getting, backup essentials that you may need. You ain't got, women, womanly, your woman
Feminine hygiene
essentials.
products.
Right, thank you. Hey, it's gonna be bad.
Right.
And then you ain't got no covering.
Hey, because what you thinking right now? What you thinking is like one lady said, yeah, they got cut off. Your snap is getting cut off in November. Would you buy in October? You knew you've had 60 to 90 days to prepare for this.
Yeah, well, some women, there's also another scam going on where I've seen this woman just had her shit hacked. So she trying to get it back. She had it cut off last month. Somebody hacked her shit and used it in another place. She from somewhere in the East Coast. They used it in New York City. She's like, I've drawn past New York, but I've never been in New York like that. And all her funds got cut, and she ain't been able to use it for 2 months. So by the time she would get it back, it's probably gonna be cut off.
Right. But they might give her last ditch expire, but then again, why? All right, water. All right, why is this going to be a thing when this devil wants you? He wants you to depend on him. He's going to say, "Oh, you didn't sign up for it. Oh, that wasn't you. Oh, it's going to take us, 12 months to figure it out."
That go lead but this chapter lead up perfectly, in the times of, the Babylonians, conquering and putting Israel, the southern kingdom in captivity, with the prophecy of Isaiah 4:1.
Yep.
Because they pride got stripped, and then the Lord made it so bad, all right, that there was only one thing that you could do is go to a man for protection and be, a pick-me.
Right.
And hopefully you got chose. If not, then you was done away with.
In this day and this
there
time,
wasn't no hope for you.
what they're saying right now is a shame. Oh, she's a pick-me. She's a pick-me. Don't you know and understand that you were all signed up to be pick-me's? As we are a pick-me to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai?
Yeah, what else are you gonna do?
Right. You better hope that you get picked by a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That's what you better hope. Especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, and Seminole Indian women. As well as you speckled birds whose father's line goes back. All right? Because, hey, as Apostle Tahar said, hey, even concubines on this side.
Yeah, they lucky.
All right? They lucky. Even though they don't have any salvation this unto them. All right?
You
It would be
women
in a
have
way
been,
better case than being with their own.
Right.
you women, you know, you have to understand that you're groupies by nature. You know, you're attracted to power. Whoever has that power, that's who you're gonna go for, because he has that stability, he has that security, he has what you're looking for, right?
Hypergamous.
Yep.
Yep. And it's not going to be the power of the world. It's going to be the power of the word that attracts you.
Yahweh Shem Yahshai.
It's a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai who's going to trump every other man. All right? When a man has that wisdom and knowledge, standing on the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, believing and having a stable mind, and having fear in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, telling you what to do, how to move, when to move, where to go, and you take heed, you'll see his value then.
You still on the same thing?
Um,
You still on 3?
yep.
Hey, read
Yeah.
one more.
Continue.
Okay. Isaiah 3:25. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. And 26, and her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
Right, because here it is that you forgot about this WW3. All right, you forgot about this draft that's going to happen.
But they didn't believe because Trump said it wouldn't be.
All right, hey, some of you are going to go willingly. Some of you women are going to go willingly. Then the numbers are going to get low, and some of you are going to be pulled. Some of you who are already signed up in times past is going to get that card pulled. Hey, you got to come on back. All right? Oh, but I retired. No, you didn't retire from shit. You signed up. You got out 2 years ago. I can go 10 years back. Get your ass back here. Bring that ass here. That's what Trump is telling you. All right? Your services is going to be needed in these armed forces. And for those of you that didn't sign up, all right, hey, you just got to stay back and hold on. You better get with somebody. You better do something. All right? Because this is where they're drawing their line in the sand. Who you're about to be loyal to.
Who you with?
All right? What are you about to do? Where are you about to go? You are going to need somebody. And that somebody, first and foremost, is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And you women accepting a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is you having Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. There is no sister out there that is going to be destitute and alone that has the faith and belief of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That would be like an unbalance, unless she's in a place where there is no men whatsoever. But Yahweh Bashem Yahushai said he's going to raise up that standard. Those spiritual powers. All right? We don't put limits on the Most High. We don't put limits on his only begotten Son. He'll have you go to a place, deliver that woman, bring her back where she needs to be, and then you go about what you need to do for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So she has that hedge of protection. All right? Here it is, the scripture tell you a daughter of Israel should not be alone. She will not want for anything. And before the actual princesses of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the women of the nation of Israel, we men of the nation of Israel are the first woman to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We are the standard of the order that you have to follow. Because that's the way that it's set up. You only please Yahweh Bashem Yahushai by obeying and being obedient and subservient unto your husband. Not husbands, husband. One. Multiple women unto one man. We don't give a fuck if you like it or not. It is scriptural.
Yeah, because that goes with power being restored. All right, because in the kingdom, well, if we were in rulership, if we had the means to do so, we would have multiple women now. Because in order to have multiple women, you need to have the substance to take care of them, or else you wouldn't have multiple women. All right, there would be no reasoning for it.
Let's go.
And back in the times, you know, of Adam, you know, and you know, when we had substance and we're able to live off our own land and you know, have the just the basic riches, hey, we had the means to supply for everything, you know. So it made sense. You all right? Yeah.
Bloody nose, sneezing, the whole 9 yards, everything just.
Came at once.
Yeah.
You could read 4 and 1 now.
Isaiah 4:1.
That was the end of the chapter, right?
Yeah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. And it says, "And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread, wear our own apparel, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach."
Yeah, a reproach for a woman is when, you know, they are not able to bear children. All right? And taking on that name meaning that they'll become, you know, your wife. And that comes through, you know, the act of marriage, which is, you know, just sex. Okay, but for them to have a reproach taken away, that they want to bury your children. Okay?
You know, the scriptures also say, is concerning polygyny, is that, you know, it is a grief of heart for a woman to be jealous over another woman.
Right.
So, you know, if your man is you know, trying to get another woman, you can't. You just better just learn to fall in line or you know, show her.
Yeah,
place.
well, there was never that animosity like that. They would compete with each other, like you had
I can do this better.
Leah and Rachel competing to, you know, but what were they competing for? They were competing to please Jacob, all right, to see who could bear, you know, and which one of their concubines could have more children.
Yep.
You know, and could be you know, that vessel unto Jacob that pleased them more. That's all they were trying to do.
Right.
They weren't, you know, essentially jealous of each other. They didn't want to see nothing like hateful, happen to them. You know, that's all this modern Western philosophy.
Right.
You know, that's that thinking.
You know, as a sister wife, that's a woman that's a help unto you. If you overwhelmed with some, she's there to lend you that helping hand.
Hey, no, in the time to come, that Yahweh Shem Yahushai, hey, it's not, you'll be praying for another woman to be there with you. You'll be praying for another woman that you have somebody to talk to. All right? Because you're not going to want to be alone. Here it is. Hey, this coming time, a lot of evictions, a lot of stuff is about to start happening even more so. You're going to be starting to bunk with a friend and her kids. Y'all going to have to go split the rent 3-4 ways.
Which would be easy and better for you.
Right.
It's a better strategy.
But you better do something.
Yeah, that's the whole dynamic of,
It's changing.
you know, having, you know, being fruitful and being able to multiply. Therefore, it's like you building your own nation.
Right.
That's what every family, you know, legacy was.
A nation.
It was a nation. Okay. Now you have a whole, you know, pretty much a whole kingdom working. You should never go.
Without.
Yeah. But the way that this devil has it is, you know, section you off, and then he takes the basic necessities away from you. All right, you got to pay for water, air, you know, everything. Or Orlando Brown had you know, when he was going on one of his rants, you shouldn't have to pay for this.
Right.
A lot of this shit, you shouldn't have to pay for it. You know?
Pay for what already belongs to us. All right?
But that's the greed.
Should be outside.
That's the greed that the man in rulership has right now. Oppress himself. You know?
Yep.
What do you want to go to?
He's home.
What you got?
Hosea 4:6.
Want to go there? Veered off.
Huh?
You got it?
Oh no, we veered off a little bit, but yeah, I thought you had a pre.
Well, I was gonna grab some. I thought you wanted to get back to that.
Oh no, go ahead and grab the pre.
Well, it was
My bad. He's been holding that, so I just thought you were done with that.
Go on, can you grab Jeremiah 30 and 6 and then
Cause I got something else too. I can grab one.
I had something real quick.
Say Jeremiah 30:6.
yeah, you got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 54, verse 6, and it says, "But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities like the wind have taken us away." All right, so no matter that's part of being an unprofitable servant. It's just no matter how much righteousness you do, we're still unclean, because look at where we are, what we're doing, and what we've done. Our righteousness is filthy rags. Okay, we're still unclean. We're not right here.
Right. Yeah, I was on. This is Isaiah 32 in verse 10. It says, "Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come." Vintage, that old lifestyle. All right. It ain't gonna be the same no more. All right? This is gonna be a November 1st. A snap was a thing of the past.
Right.
Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. And we read how the Lord, did that. To the southern tribe. The women of the southern tribes. Stripped them of all those dainties, those their riches, the things that made them feel good, things that they took pride in. All right, and once he stripped them of that, he made it so bad in the place that they were that they had to run to a man. That was their only option. Just like in these times, it's going to be your only option. All right, you're running out of options as we speak. You don't know how to pay the bills. You don't know how to get food when it's not accessible to you. Because there's still places you can go. One of the elders was speaking about that. I forgot what video I was watching.
About food banks.
Yeah, like these women don't even know where the food bank at. And the thing about these food banks now, hey, you think, people that got the pride, like, I ain't going to a food bank. I got it. That's Eve that got that mentality. There's rich people right now, brand new cars, in line for a food bank. They ain't paying for food right now. They got houses. They not. They probably feeling the economy and shit, but shit, they got 2-story house. Whatever. They still living cool, more comfortable than you think. But yet they in line for the food bank.
They taking them deals.
Scripture say, "Woe unto you that be rich, for you have received your consolation."
Consolation on this side, but we looking for the prize in heaven, but that's besides the point, and you gonna have to find a way to get out of these times, man. This is Isaiah 32 and 12. It says, "They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant field, for the fruitful vine." Those teats going to these government funds. these handouts. All right, you know, you crying for them now. Now you crashing out. You know, talking about crashing out over them. You know, the big bag. You know, mad because you know, I'm gonna have her cousin Ray Ray. You know, do some evil. She think that's what's gonna happen. They're all setting, you know, this devil's setting you up and trapping you with that snare. Now, this is one of his devices. All right, this is one of his way he gets to herd you in to his NWO. Plain and simple. You got
Jeremiah 30 and 6. Jeremiah 30 and 6, it says, "Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child."
Yeah, how we were talking about those mighty men of war, you know, not being there no more for you women. All right. Well, in these times, with the why you got these men looking like this?
You can't call 911 that day.
Yeah, why are these men looking like they about to have a baby? You got it.
"Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman travail, and all faces turn into paleness?"
Scared,
Yeah.
petrified.
I don't know what to do.
Where do I go? Right? What do I do? Who do I run to? All right? Hey, because you continued after this way there was pleasure unto you. You wanted the now.
And a lot of these men right now, they not real men,
They're just males.
right? They just got the parts. Some of these, you know, some of these studs got more balls in,
Right.
which is ridiculous.
Hey, I got to breathe.
They got.
You got to.
No, I'm just saying, like they'll actually, you know, stand a fight than some of you weak ass men.
Hey, this is book of Proverbs, chapter 14, and verse 1, and it reads, "Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands." All right? And you women weren't taking the time to build your house. All right? You don't need no man. That's what you said. All right?
Yeah,
How
now,
many?
Now they backtracking. I think I need a man now. It might be too late for some of you.
Right. For some of you, it is too late. All right? Hey, the degeneracy and the disgusting, defiled things that you have shown yourself to do on OF. All right? You've been one of those OF models doing all kinds of crazy ass shit. All right? Hey, you're not going to have the ability. Not when you have so many to pick and choose from as a man. Why do I want her?
Yeah.
All right?
Pretty face, small
And
waist, ain't shit.
Hey, the Lord really making a lot of these men that once were simping, you know, He getting them out of that spirit. So there's a lot fewer simps, you know, going around for you to take advantage of.
Right.
You know, because of the knowledge of the Lord has been going out. You know, which has been, you know, inciting, you know, these other, masculinity, but you know, these other channels like you know, Kevin Samuels and
So on and
All
so
the
forth.
red
Yeah.
pills and all
these
that.
that red pill movement. You know, that started with the men of the Lord.
Right. Hey, you had time to build your house. You had time to repent and come out of your debaucherous ways of this
Be
world.
like even though she turned to Islam or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Brittany
Renner.
No, she ain't that no more.
Now
then-
she's not.
and
Now
then
she
she
went back.
Yeah.
She went back.
She worse because she was fucking with an effeminate man like
Kevin Hicks.
yep.
Right? Hey, thinking it's okay. If you really want the truth, all right, the truth is that you got to sit down and be quiet and follow the direction that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has set before you, which is that man that He has put over you.
See, that was all with that chick. It was just all a front,
Right.
you know.
That was just so she could keep on.
So she can capitalize.
She could see him clean, you know.
Right. So everybody could remember her name. Oh, what?
Oh, look
Brittany,
at her.
she turned to Islam. Oh, no.
She getting her shit ready. But she was just fighting it.
Right.
She was just fighting it, and then ultimately she didn't have the truth to lean upon, you know, and that's what a lot of you women will do. That, you know, hear the truth. That's why, hey, you know, and the truth is worse to have a woman in the truth. You know,
Yep.
a woman that might know the truth and not fully in it, she's way worse than a woman that has nothing to do with the truth.
Right.
And at the end of the day, this ain't nothing for you at this point in time.
Right.
Because hey, the Lord said his pasture, you know.
These are men.
Yep.
This tabernacle is of men.
Right. And that's gonna be the way to lead. So just, you know, if, follow order, and then you might have a hedge of protection. You know, be a pillar of rest unto your man. That's all you need to do. That's easy. But it's in their perspective, it's not easy because they, you know, got the outside world. And they care so much about.
Right.
Their feelings don't allow them to do it. But if you get past that, hey, you got a good shot. Cause hey, what do the scriptures say? Out of
Out of
a thousand, yeah.
But out of 1,000 men, there's one.
Out of 1,000 men, he found one righteous. Out of 1,000 women, he found none. The wickedness of a woman
It's but little.
right.
All right. Wickedness of a man is but little
And
to the wickedness of a
that's
woman.
proven in the prison system. You know, these female prisons is off the chain. Go ask a what's that called? A CO.
Yep.
You know, they be doing way more worse shit. They be doing some crazy shit in prison.
I got another one. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 15, verse 21, and it reads, "Folly is joy to him that is destitute of wisdom." All right, and Yahweh Shem Yahushai said there's no wisdom in her. All right, he did not provide wisdom unto a woman. All right, so being that you don't have the wisdom, all right, you're enjoying in the folly that you're living in.
Woman means servant.
Right.
You know, and anything outside of that, you're not fulfilling your life. You're not being a woman.
Right. You're to be a servant unto your father first and foremost, coming up in your father's house. All right? You're your mother to be a servant. All right? But when you get a husband, all right? When you get a husband, especially a man of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you are to stay and remain in servitude, in submissiveness. Your strength is in your silence. Your strength is in your obedience. The scripture says nothing's better than a mind, roughly paraphrasing scripture, there's nothing better than a mind well instructed. All right? To receive that instruction, to receive the correction when it's needed, and to take heed to the correction that is given is a glory unto you. It is a glory unto the man leading you. All right? It's not a bad thing to be in submission. As we submit to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, all right, you are to submit to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and us. And the only way you can truly submit to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is submitting to your man. Now, when Yahweh Bashem Yahushai doesn't have a man for you, he has angels watching over you until that time.
Yep. Remember Lot's wife. At
Right.
the end of the day, she went, you know, outside of her man's orders, which were ordered from the angel who took the order from the Most High.
Right.
All right. He said, "Don't look back." She looked back and poof.
You know, and it's a shame too because even the beasts of the field, they care for their young a lot better than you Israelite women do.
Why he liken you to an ostrich?
Yep.
You know.
Right. Even if you don't have children, all right. It's in retrospect, you don't even care for yourself enough. That's why you'll let every Tom, Dick, and Harry, hey, come on in. You'll add bodies unto yourself. Here it is. Hey, at the very least, the fucking science has went out about you adding bodies unto yourself.
Yep.
Yeah.
The worldly science has went out about you adding and having multiple partners. Not only mental stability, all right, but physical detriment to your body.
even the men in these podcasts are telling you, you know, they keep talking about, you know, why body count matters.
Fuck the men in the podcast if they're not talking Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The men of Yahweh Shem Yahushai have been telling you. See, that's the problem. Everybody wants to cling unto the world. It's another way to, oh, I can listen to the world without being accountable.
Fuck that.
All right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai has the prophets here today in this time, so you could yet cling on to that. That's the problem with Jake. You want to watch everybody else and listen to everybody else's fucking opinion. Fuck your opinion.
Yeah.
Fuck their opinion.
Hey, and that started with the creation of these social media platforms. You know, they bigged up the woman's head. They bigged up, you know, people's in general's head. And now you care about every little thing that gets said about you. Instead of just, you know, you play that keeping up with the Joneses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now you got to be the you know, the top, you know, the top baddie. What was and now you see how, hey, this bitch, Kim Kardashian, she got a she now she got brain aneurysms, you know. All that, even though it probably ain't nothing, she just finding a way to get some clout, you know, because that's what she do. But like 20 miles per hour or something, like he going 100. But you know, yeah, hey. You think that all that stress good for you? Man, fuck that shit.
Yep.
But yeah, you care. You care. So hey, if you don't let go of the cares of this world, hey, you're gonna get caught in them. All right, they'll join hand in hand. Hey, you don't get the same judgment as this whore.
Yeah. You got it. You got it.
It's, Proverbs 9 and verse 12, it says, if thou be wise, thou shalt be wise for thyself. But if thou scornest, thou alone shalt bear it. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
Right. A foolish woman is clamorous. She's simple and she knoweth nothing.
Hey, loud.
All right? All the bullshit that you see with Eve doing.
How they argue, you know, they just, if you argue with the woman, you're just in a yelling contest.
So it's a losing situation.
You just in a yelling contest. Who could yell the loudest? Because she ain't saying nothing that makes sense anyway. You know?
When you say that she's loud, Proverbs 7 and 11.
You can pull it up.
Proverbs 7:11 says, she is loud and stubborn, her feet abide not in her house.
Right. Her feet abide not in their house. She's loud and stubborn. All right? Hey, that's what Eve is. She's loud. All right? Always trying to talk back as if she knows some shit. And stubborn. Stubborn to think, hey, I know the way. If you knew the way, bitch, you wouldn't be here.
And when it go wrong, she be saying, yeah, I should have listened to you.
Right.
You think? Just that, you think?
If you knew the way, you wouldn't be here in front of me talking the shit that you're talking right now. Your ass would be over there. Being silent, being quiet, doing what it is that you want to do. Whether it be cooking, cleaning, doing your activity, all right? Or attending to some children. But instead, you want to try to be up in my face as a man. Talking about some shit that you don't know. Talk about if I was a man, if you were a man, you're not.
Yeah, we're not playing.
Man,
It's
your ass is-
Right. If you were a man, we'd have been boxing. For the shit that you're talking. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 21 and verse 6, and it reads, the getting of treasure by a lying tongue is vanity, tossed to and fro of them that seek death. All right, so everything that you listen to, because you don't listen to your man, you're not listening to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you're listening to your friends. You want to listen to your best friends, cousin, Tom, Dick, and Harry, and Jane, and Jeffrey. Shaniqua, Ray Ray, and Shantina, and Elizabeth.
They ain't got no man that they dealing with.
Right. And the male names you heard, that's because those are those fruit flies for you.
Those are one of those raised by their mamas.
Right? No masculinity whatsoever.
If they is a little, if they not, switch hitters, then they just complete simps.
Right.
Do anything and everything for, to get they in that Queen of Heaven worship spirit,
Oh, she my queen.
How to please a woman.
She my queen.
Top notch.
My queen to be.
Man, the GNT was simping on First Peter. I have
the
it
thing is,
next to you got it.
Got it.
You want to make a point?
you women like to call us, insecure just because we want you to be under order. Well, yeah, we are insecure. Look at where we're at. We're not secure here in this place. So yeah, you can say we're insecure because one, you openly disrespect us, not just in public but in the house. You like to go behind our backs and do other things when we tell you not to.
I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm not insecure. I just don't trust your ass.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah,
I don't trust
insecure.
your ass whatsoever.
I just have no trust and no trust and no care for the fuckery that you bring.
Right.
All right. Out of 1,000 women, I have not found one. So, therefore,
What makes you any different?
what makes you any different? At one point or another, sometime within some time in the day or in the time we're together, you will continue to betray me. Why? Because it is your makeup, because you don't fucking listen. Right? A woman shall surpass a man. That's not just one woman, that's all women. All right? Whether it be in pride, all right? Because men are supposed to have a certain amount of pride, but it's supposed to be a pride in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, to stand in order, to lead the house as Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has taught and commanded and demanded of you.
Yeah, and if you got a good job, like it ain't nothing wrong in this side, but no, hey, that ultimately the way that this devil did it was that if you women wouldn't have fought for those rights or anything, y'all wouldn't have to work, and then the men, those wages would just be returned to your husband.
Right.
Y'all don't understand that dynamic of it. Now you got twice the people in the work field fighting for twice the thing. We not getting on, women that have good jobs and everything. No, that's more power to you, but that comes with your head getting puffed up.
Right.
And it's harder for you to get out of that. Most of the women that have great jobs, they end up, I don't need a man spirit.
Right. That pride is puffed up.
You ain't got a man, and then you get about 50 years old or something, and now you own it.
I don't have no children. I ain't got a man. I'm lonely. My cats don't even want to deal with me.
Yeah, this is 1 Peter 3:6. It says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters are ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement, right? Likewise, so he said, if you respect your husband like Sarah did Abraham, follow suit, you won't be afraid in these upcoming times. You're gonna be taken care of.
Yeah, you got it.
You're gonna be taken care of. You 26? Yeah. Yep, man will get the hedge of protection. Because you say you ain't gonna be afraid with any amazement. It says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. Right? And the woman is the weaker vessel. So deal with them accordingly. Don't let them run you around. All right? Tell them what it is.
Yeah. Right. And you don't have to slack it. You don't have to say it as a tyrant. All right? Hey, because you should still be in control of your faculties, telling your woman, look, I need you to do this. This is what you have to do.
That's what the job tell her to do.
Right. Because that's what
Boss.
the boss, her real daddy, in her eyes, tell her to do, because that daddy give her a check. But here it is, you can lay your life on the line, but you ain't her daddy. You're not the one that her father gave or Salakia. Her father didn't give her to you. He gave you to her, in essence, even though you don't belong to him. That's what happens when she's running the house.
I think you said that. No. Her father gave her to him.
Gave him to her. I said it like that for a reason, because the father is supposed to give the daughter over to the husband, but instead he's treating the man like the woman, right? Because if he's not a man of character and a backbone,
Right.
guess what he's doing? She's walking over him. So in essence, the dad is saying, yeah, this is a good simp for you, just like me, just like your mother got me. All right, because most of the men, times before, they've been simps too.
Yep.
Have an
I
old
like
baby,
this,
please, baby,
I got
please.
a little bit more.
All right?
Boys to man type shit.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with loving your woman or anything like that. We're not saying that. There's nothing wrong with coinciding with your woman and being on one accord. It's something wrong when she's telling you what to do. All right? When she's fucking you.
And she's the head over you.
Right.
A woman wasn't meant to lead a man. But yeah. It says continuing on, it says, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Okay.
Right.
That's that joint, because marriage is really a beautiful thing. When woman and man become one flesh. All right. And the fruit of that can produce, kingdoms, as we was talking about.
Yeah.
But that's why that's why it's messed up like this, and this rulership, so that power can't happen. That's really a true power couple.
Yeah. Hey, did you got to look at it this way?
Bring you in order.
Did Isaac or did Rachel take Isaac in the tent? All right. Or did Isaac take Rachel? Or Rebecca, Salakia. Rebecca. All right? So you got to look at it in retrospect. He's leading. He's leading in the marriage. He said, oh, you come here. Yeah, hey, that's mine. All right? That's just not the physical act. All right? It is leading in every which way, shape, or form.
And that goes back to what we just read, because when that woman duty, when your duty is fulfilled, it said in verse 6 that you shall not be afraid or in any amazement. Because of this, what this brother got hold of.
Yeah, he's reading from 22 on down.
Okay. But the point.
Yeah, point and then start at 22.
Hedge, where there's no covering, there's no hedge.
Yeah, hold on. My eyes are checking.
26 and
I'm right there. So I'm looking at it.
you're not looking at it though.
So where there's no wedge, I'm right.
No hedge.
No, maybe it might be in 25. I don't know. I could be wrong. I thought you was in there.
Just pull it up. Yeah, the pre.
Yeah. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 21, verse 16, and it says, "The talking of a fool is like a burden in the way, but grace shall be found on the lips of the wise." Okay? So only fools talk nonsense, but those that have wisdom, they have a sound mind, they speak sound words that that are meant for your understanding, for your betterment. Verse 17 it says, they inquire at the mouth of the wise man in the congregation, and they shall ponder his words in their heart. Yeah, because the wise man is going to say things to you that are going to make sense once you think about it. He's going to say, he's right.
Right. So who's wise? Who would be considered wise in your household? All right. Who's supposed to take heed and be wise? Cling unto the word of Yahweh Shemi Awashai. Your husband. All right. If a woman learned anything, she should go home and learn from her husband. All right. That's where wisdom comes from for you women. When you have a husband, you need to go and attend unto him if there's something you want to learn.
In verse 18 it says, as is a house that is destroyed, so is wisdom to behold, and the knowledge of the unwise is as talk without sense.
Right, talk without sense, and that's exactly what a lot of these women do nothing but babble. Here in Babylon. AKA Sodom and Gomorrah, AKA Egypt, AKA Rome 2.0, here on the shores of America. All right?
Yeah, this is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, 36 and 25. It says, where no hedges, there the possession is spoiled. And that's the point. Where there's no hedge, the hedge is the protection, which would be the husband. All right, and a man is supposed to be a protector, a provider. All right, so that possession, because hey, when you get at the wife, you get at the possession.
Right.
That's scriptural.
I said a man should be a tempest, should be a protection unto.
A covert and a hiding place.
Yep.
I can grab that real quick.
Yep.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 32 and 2. It says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Like, we're in that weary land now.
Yep.
Weary, broken down, tired, getting weak.
Feeble.
All right, the economy is weak. Okay, the infrastructure that this place is built on is weak. All right, it's clay and miry toes.
Yep.
Okay.
No strength.
So it's about to crumble. And you women tied to this system gonna go down with it. Men that are tied to this place is gonna go down with it. And it's about to crumble. That stone is coming. 31 3-eye Atlas, is coming. That's that stone that smote. The feet. All right, that stone represents Yahweh Shai.
Right. Hey, the 3-eye Atlas got everybody looking.
Right.
Everybody's in some type of
Anonymous.
Right.
Now,
Astonishment.
hey, now the Lord put it to where you can see the image of a so-called black man in it.
Yeah. Yep.
Because they were trying to
Say it ain't so.
proclaim it as something
Yeah.
else.
And they was just trying to say that it was just an asteroid. It's just an asteroid from another dimension.
Yeah.
Just a week ago.
Said it so
Hey,
nonchalantly.
the week before that image came out, where brother zoomed in and everything, they tried to just say it's just a rock.
Right.
They was on the main, NBC. It ain't nothing to worry about. It's just another rock. It's gonna, it'll just have some different fumes on it.
Right. Different colors, which provided this and that, the hues, and then
See,
another.
ecological.
Yeah. Then it comes out. They come out and they say another thing. Say
Precipitation.
these colors shouldn't even exist.
Yeah.
Right.
They shouldn't even exist in this atmosphere, the tail of this thing or whatever, whatnot.
Man,
Right?
Yahushua is coming.
Yep.
You know, and when Yahushua comes, a restoration of order comes. You know, everything's gonna get put back in its correct place.
Right. No more bitches with extra mini skirts.
Yeah.
Fucking over here ridiculous, man. Jake just walking along like everything is okay. Baby, I love you.
You the baddest. And all the girls in. You the baddest. Chandra? What was that, Malibu most wanted?
Yeah.
Chandra?
You got it out. Oh, did you have something on that? Left on that? Okay.
No, I had Ecclesiasticus chapter 21, verse 19, and it says, "A doctrine unto fools is as fetters on the feet, and like manacles on the right hand."
And shackles.
Yep. A heavy weight pulling you down. All right.
Yeah, and Queen of Heaven. You know, is that woman worship is a you know, heavy weight.
Yeah, you're that.
The doctrine unto fools.
Yeah,
you know?
the Mel Gibson and Lethal Weapon, too.
That's that and you know that Queen of Heaven spirit go back to the, you know, mythology. You know, foolish fables. You know, ain't no power in that.
Just sinking. These motherfuckers drove my life 50,000 times, right?
Right.
You got it.
This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as the
and
Rock.
I lost.
Yeah.
You know, wondering.
Back and forth, back and forth.
You know, those they out the congregation.
Right. It's like,
No, you're good. This is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 26, starting at verse 22. And a harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband.
Wow.
right? Hey, be counted as a spittle. All right. So as we're speaking, as brothers, we excuse ourselves, turn around, and spit. Hey, that's what
Harlot is, man.
a harlot is.
Yeah, those little drops.
All right, unmarried woman, a woman that doesn't take heed to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You be out of here dusted, destroyed, and busted.
Yeah, and we're married to the Lamb. Lord willing.
I'm not even with y'all today. I'm
So,
not even with y'all
a
today.
wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right, a godly woman is given unto a man that feareth Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, so all these debauched, destroyed women, all right, hey, that are just defiled and destroyed, be done away with. Ones that don't want to take heed to the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, live after the ways and the manner as they conduct themselves as women are supposed to of the nation of Israel. Just like that dirty ass wench taking a shiza at my job in the parking lot. All right. Hey, destroyed. All right. That's not something that is ladylike whatsoever.
Not very comely.
All right.
Yeah.
Fucking disgusting.
It says, verse 24, it says, a dishonored woman continueth shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband.
Right. A dishonest woman, will have pride and won't have any shame.
I think it's a contender. It goes up against.
No, it's dishonor.
Yeah, dishonest woman.
I can't. It's an M and then a verse 24. Continue it.
All right.
I'll try to get the M and the N. That's kind of throwing me off. I can't.
That's right. Sorry, karate like that's good right now.
So you're on 24,
Come.
22, and 24.
26 and 24. It sounds like it's continuing.
The way the light is hitting my eye right now, I'm trying to zoom in on it.
So it's a dishonor, contemnant.
Oh.
Shame.
All right. Hey, that shame. All right. Hey, is a shame and it is a disrespect. All right. It's a disrespect for a woman to speak in the church. It's a disrespect for a woman to speak back to her husband. All right. Hey, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai said we should be joint heirs together. And this is the order of being an heir. This is what you need to receive your princess crown. This is how you have to conduct yourself.
I was like, I hope so. I thought that shit at you. I was like, damn.
All right. Got it.
Verse 26, verse 25, he says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, but she that is shamefaced will fear Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right. If you're shameless, you're going to be counted as a dog.
B-I-T-C-H.
Right. You're going to get put out. Your ass is going to be in the backyard, in the desert. Hey, you're going to be roaming free out here like a wild dog. All right? And that's going to be to your detriment. All right? But hey, when that dog, a man's best friend, all right? When you're not counted as that bitch, all right? Hey, you're loved, you're cared for, you have a place to sleep, all right? Taken care of, fed, led, all right? We got it. Just got it. One more?
Stop there.
We got it, Rush.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as worship the image of the beast should be deleted.
All right, hold that. I thought you were slacking. That threw me off with that. There was something else I wanted to pull. Yes.
No, you didn't tell us.
25. Go to 25. Just wanted to push the point again. Sirach 25. And this shall be, there's a husband that agrees, a husband and wife that agree. 25.
25 and 1.
Yeah.
Sirach 25 and 1?
In three things.
Yep.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach 25 and 1. In three things, I was beautified and stood up, beautiful both before Yahweh and men. The unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, a man and a wife that agreed together.
Right, a man and a wife that agreed together. Being on one accord in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, understanding and following after the way of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, to understand that he was the head to be set up over her to lead the house, to follow after Yahweh Shem Yahushai. This is it. That's what's needed. That's what it takes. All right? For you women of Israel, all right, to follow the man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai to lead you. For you men to follow men that are set above us, ultimately to follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Because everything is done in decency and order. All right, we follow the men who were set up above us, whether it be a brother who's over the camp, whether it be an elder, whether it be the apostles. In retrospect, it is the order that we're following to follow Yahweh Shem Yahushai. No man come up unto the Father but through the Son, Yahushai. No man makes it through Yahushai without being in order. All right? The doorman just doesn't walk directly over to Yahweh Shai. All right, in essence,
Goes back to the functions, of the body, the different members of the body. You can't have a foot being a hand.
right,
The heart can't be doing, what your left pinky toe do.
right.
Else it ain't gonna function.
So it is all in the order of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
And that's one of our, one of our duties and responsibilities in this ministry is to find, what part you play.
Hey, as Apostle Gabar always says, hey, fall in love with your lot.
Yeah, what part of the orchestra, what instrument do you play to sing this song? Are you the bass? The keys, are you the guitar,
Right.
lead, back,
Hey, because it's all in order. It's all part of the beautiful song. All right, you got it.
Revelation chapter 13, verse 15. It says that he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be deleted. So it's coming down to the wire to where, once this digital ID system is implemented here in America and it's been made mandatory, if you don't bow down, they're going to do away with you. They're not going to give you an option to, live as you please.
Yeah,
and that digital. You got it.
No, I was gonna say, in the calamity that you see for that to take place, all right,
Look at what's happening in the UK right now.
has to be issued. Okay, that destruction and hardship has to come down before they send that through the pipeline.
Yep.
All right, because it's gonna force people to get it.
Well,
It's gonna herd the cattle in. The order is gonna come through chaos.
Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Right, that RFID chip, all right, or that NeuroWeb or Neuralink or Walmart digital tattoo, all right, all that, hey, is another form of the technology being used as that stink, all right, to prick you so you cannot buy or sell without it, all right. First, they're gathering and putting all your information in. That's what this push for this digital ID is. It's just gathering all your information together, just picking it up and say, hey, we're going to take it from over here, and we're going to put it all over here into one. January 2026, hey, your babies now have they're born with a digital ID.
yeah, they track it.
It's
All right.
That digital all, and that all being a stake that would go through the ear of the servant.
Yep.
When you're saying and want to be, in servitude to that man for life,
Right.
right? But now, that comes with, the other side of it, where, okay, now, because they already got the biometrics, they already got information.
Yeah.
It's just for them to have complete, power over everything.
Now that all the technology is there,
Yeah.
and through the nanotech and everything that is set forth, setting up the plumbing for the system.
It kind of lost me when I was talking, but how this is gonna be the new, form of employment.
Yeah.
Because employment goes back to servitude. Serving a slave. Okay. And now this this digital, you know, this digital all is giving them, you know, hey, as the prime minister or whatever said in the UK, you know, you will have to take this before you're able to work.
Right.
All right, like that's a liberty, you know.
Right.
That's a basic right, you know. I should be able to work and provide for myself. You get mad at people that don't work.
Right.
You know, your society puts shames on people that can't get jobs. All right, which you made it extremely hard for our people to get jobs anyways, and then look down at them when they can't hold one or they get, you know,
Pull
redlined.
yourself up by your bootstraps.
Everybody has the same equal opportunity over here,
Right.
and that ain't true. And then now they you know, well, they've been doing it, but they shame you for speaking out. Oh, he's what's that called? When victimizing.
Right.
All right, well, you about to be a victim in your own system.
You have a victim mindset.
Right. You palm, you know, since y'all always want to say we're making it about color when we don't teach that. But
Black
palm
fatigue.
colored people, all right, are gonna end up slaves in their own system.
Right.
You already are a slave, you just don't know it.
Right.
You know?
All of this stuff. Hey,
Revelation.
this is a detriment, hey, to first and foremost the nation of Israel, but it's really a detriment to the world. All right?
Yeah, error proceeded from the ruler. You know, and by any means he'll go to take to oppress and gain what is not his.
Yep. You got it.
It says here, Revelation 13 and 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the MCHIP or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Right. Unless you take and bow down to this man's system, take the CHIP, the RFID, micro CHIP, all right, potato chip. Hey, this devil is not going to mess with you. You won't be able to buy, sell. You won't be able to go into your restaurants, your movie theaters. You won't be able, hey, pretty soon you won't be able to access the internet. Right?
Well, like Joshua said, you know, choose ye this day. You know, who you gonna serve? You gonna serve Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, all right? Or you with them other guys.
Right.
Them other guys is losers, all right? But you're gonna have to suffer over here, you know, and fight for your position in the kingdom.
Right. Man, this is not a one-size-fits-all salvation. It only fits the elect. It only fits the elect of the nation of Israel. Every man, woman, and child in their lot, starting with the 144,000 elect men. All right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and face the east. Lord willing, this was edifying. We're going to give all honor and glory and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to all the Akim out there teaching and preaching this truth with 144% sincerity, to the men, women, and children listening, learning, to the Ba'ish and Dabadat, the house of David. Till the next time, it's Men of Valor saying Shalom, Kwam Yasharala, Wa Abba Shalom.